Okay, very good morning, everyone, and welcome to the briefing for Saturday, the 12th of August. So the unsettled weather continues. There's low pressure systems moving over the top of us now and bring with it quite strong winds. These isobars becoming quite close together and some frontal activity. There's a occluded front showing to be out to the west on the midday chart. Going ahead to midnight, that's passed through. So it looks like that will probably be over the top of us this evening, but we do have some unsettled weather in the daytime today. Tomorrow it's painting this trough line over the top of us, but otherwise a fairly settled picture. So provided that hopefully disappears or just misses us, there may be a reasonable day to be had tomorrow. Monday looking a little bit more unsettled, but the forecast showing Tuesday looks quite nice at the moment. So spot winds today, we're looking at about 230 at about 25 to 30 knots of flying height, so reasonably brisk today. And the current sat pic is showing variable amounts of cloud over the country, quite a lot around at the moment in our area, and no real clearance in sight. You can sort of see it swirling around up here around that low pressure. Rain radar showing some scattered showers out to the west, nothing over the top of us at the moment, but looking at the forecast, it is showing these showers making their way over towards us. Taking a little while to load, there we go. So pretty much just scattered showers all day. No doubt we'll get some rain at some point, but in between the showers should be fairly flyable. You see here about early to mid-afternoon appears to be particularly showery. Well, again, later in the afternoon. The public forecast showing potentially heavy rain in a couple of hours and then off and on all day. I think this is a little bit pessimistic, showing 80%. Looks like quite heavy rain for 3 hours of the day. But we'll see how it goes. We'll just fly in between the showers. It's quite hard to predict where they're going to end up exactly. Showing that wind reasonably strong to begin with, then getting a little bit stronger in the afternoon. So GFS is showing 21 degrees today with dew points sat around 13 or 14. So there's a reasonable split there and the chance for some local soaring. And that's current view outside. Almost looks soarable, but I doubt any of this actually is usable. That cloud base set probably over 1,000 feet. Current temperature is 18 with dew points set at 14 degrees. And Farnborough's last observation was scattered at 1,500 and also scattered at 2,500. That wind from the southwest, and their forecast, they're showing scattered clouds at 3,000 feet. They've got a tempo this afternoon, so this morning till this afternoon, with reasonably strong winds up to 26 knots. And they put a prop 30 in here for rain showers, which is probably about right. So that's your potential flight distance for today. Not particularly much, showing better to the east of us, probably just within the Farnborough airspace. Thermals, we go for midday. See, it is actually showing convection to 3,000 feet. Going ahead a few hours, it is continuing in our area until late afternoon. But if we look at our site forecast, it's showing the thermals going from potentially 9 o'clock, but actually fairly strong, but most likely too difficult to use very much with that strength of that wind. So it's showing 2.5 knots throughout the middle part of the day to 3,000 to 3,500 feet. So I think certainly some local soaring to be had, but I doubt people will be going very far. No TAMs, nothing in that Lasham area. I need to go into over here because I don't think people are going to be going that way. So operationally, it depends on the composition today. They're awaiting a decision around about 9 o'clock. They're probably going to scrub. So in that case, we will set up on 2-3 with the winch down here somewhere and cables running this way, and a standard 2-3 operation or takeoff and landing in that direction. If the comp does go, which I think is quite unlikely, then we'll be set up, launch put on the north side grass, and it'll be aerotow only, launching in this direction, as we have been recently. But yeah, if the comp does go, then it will be winching and aerotowing. So that means no reduced rate aerotows, just a standard flying day. And just in case they do go, I'll just run through the club flying during the comp. So if they do go ahead, it will be aerotow only. There's that reduced rate aerotow, £25 to 1,500 feet. That's if you're a winch current pilot or under instruction in a Lasham glider. Circuits to the north side makes it easier to get you, especially if the grid is going. And comp launches will be 11 a.m. onwards, most likely a little bit later, 12, maybe 1 p.m. today, if they do go. And we suspend club flying during that. Lots of gliders around if they do go, and especially on a slightly worse day today, there'll be lots of big gaggles, so keep a really good lookout. And later on in the day, they may be approaching straight in, so keep an eye out for that. As I say, I don't think they'll be going. A decision hasn't been made yet, but you'll see what's happening based on whether or not we're getting the winch out and whether or not you see loads of gliders going to the runway. So I'll see you out there. Bye for now.